Back when I was in middle school, my dad and I were driving this car down this road and ended up in this ditch. Flash forward to a week ago when I was driving my truck down the same road and ran out of gas in the exact same spot, literally feet from the spot we originally crashed in. So I'm on the side of the road and I spotted this stone marker poking up out of the weeds, which I could sort of see had some lettering on it. Since I wasn't going anywhere, I hopped out, hopped the ditch, and pulled the weeds away. And I read it. In remembrance of our sister, Annie Cotton Burnett, burned to death on this spot in an automobile wreck, 1924. I couldn't find any archived newspaper articles on this, even from the time period. I mean, granted, I could only get the ones that were in the state's library, but still, I did actually manage to find a picture of her on Ancestry.com, and her true resting place is in Hobgood Cemetery in Halifax. It's still crazy to me that I never knew this was here, or that nobody had ever mentioned it. I'm not exactly living in like a big community. The grave was buried beneath those weeds the whole time. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of graves like this all over the South. I found another grave in the woods earlier last year that I wish I could have found out more on. Her name was Mordessa Sanders, and she lived to be 105. Born in 1818, died in 1923, and from the plaque on her grave, which is something I've never seen on a grave from the 20s, she was a black woman. I can't even imagine how her life must have changed over the years. Born a slave, died a free woman, witnessing a great deal of our own country's history and the world's history. And she must have been very, very well liked by the family that owned her when she was enslaved, because they buried her in their family cemetery. And they even put a portrait of her on the grave. Again, another person whose life I can't find anything on. Someone who must have lived a life so incredible. And it's just missing. Just a name on a stone.